Hello, my name is Marielle. Welcome back to another one of my movie reviews. I had an incredible time seeing Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret in theaters. 50 years after its publication, the book finally has a movie adaptation. I have so much to talk about with you today, so let's get started on this review. Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret is a 2023 film adaptation of Judy Blume's 1970 novel. 11-year-old Margaret moves from New York to the suburbs of New Jersey. This adjustment is not easy for Margaret as she attends a new school, tries to learn about religion, and experiences puberty. I read Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret when I was in middle school in the early 2000s. A decade later, I was bouncing off the walls excited when it was finally getting a movie adaptation. The movie adaptation of Judy Blume's influential novel does not disappoint, discerning adolescent themes that most women audiences relate to. Margaret is like every girl her age, trying to figure out the world and herself. 11 years old is a weird age. Abby Ryder-Fortson did a tremendous job in her interpretation of the character. Experiencing an assortment of feelings, Margaret struggles to deal with her emotions. Margaret's parents, played by Rachel McAdams and Benny Safdie, have a bigger role in the movie after being somewhat sidelined in the book. Rachel McAdams was the perfect choice for Margaret's mother, Barbara. Barbara also has a coming-of-age tale, but as an adult. I loved scenes with Margaret and her mother. The casting was spot on for the movie. Kathy Bates made the best grandma. Grandma Sylvia is a headstrong woman who wants what's best for her grandchild. I loved Bates' excited reaction when Margaret asked her to join her at the temple. Elle Graham, Amari Alexis Price, and Catherine Mullen Cooperer were terrific as Margaret's friends. Their scenes were hilarious as they talked about boys, puberty, and creating rituals to increase their busts. Kelly Freeman Craig deserves acclaim for her faithful adaptation of Judy Blume's novel, designing it for the target audience. No significant changes were made. The movie takes place in the 70s instead of adjusting the story to modern times. Paced well, it's not narrated in a bland storytelling format. It balances the character and her journey. Topics like puberty and religion were studied with close intentions. The menstrual cycle is the story's primary focus. Judy Blume's book was banned due to discussing this topic. The menstrual cycle is not a harmful topic. In the last few years, more films and TV shows have been talking about the menstrual cycle. We need to talk about this subject. When I went to see this movie, I was expecting a crowd of teenagers and 20-year-olds. To my surprise, there was more of an older crowd of women present. It was then that I realized this book was published in the 1970s. Unlike myself, who has only been waiting a decade, certain audiences have been waiting 50 years to see a movie adaptation of Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret. Different generations grew up reading this book. This sentiment made my experience all the more memorable. I sat with different generations of women laughing at relatable themes or sitting in silence. We all share relatable stories. Where was this movie when I was 11 years old? You must see Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret. This movie is a positive example for all young girls. It's also an advocate for anyone having trouble finding their words. Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret has made it to my list of favorite movies. Next time, we're talking about a 2023 film that needs more hype. Sick is next on the list. Like, comment, subscribe to my channel or to my Patreon. My name is Marielle, and this has been another one of my movie reviews.